Today we get a chat with the band DILFS. I hope you enjoy.
Can you hear
Hello.
me?
I can.
All right, I sent the link to the other guys in the band, so we'll see who shows up.
Cool.
I think the bass player said he was going to.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool. Cool.
but he's a bass player, so he won't be on time.
Well, hopefully he is. It's kind of his job.
Right?
An important piece to this whole music thing.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I was a bass player for 20 years in metal bands, and
Were you on time or did you get fired from that position?
how did I get fired? I don't know. I switched to guitar eventually, so and I played bass for a local street punk band for a while because they couldn't find a bass player
Yeah.
that that could keep up. I was like, so that was funny because they were like, "Oh yeah, you can try out if you think you can keep up." I was like, "Oh yeah, okay, motherfucker." And so I went to a practice. They were like, "Okay, never mind, you can keep up." I'm like, "Yeah, I can
You're like challenge accepted.
keep up." Exactly."
Oh my gosh. I'm glad that I looked before 6:30 because I was just living my best life, just kept like had the video going and kept looking up, and I was like, all right, cool, it'll probably be 6:30. And then well, you gotta send the link. They can't pop on without them having the information how
Right.
to. uh,
And I told them to be punctual. And they're like, "Got to be punctual," because we're gonna practice at the Hive at 7:30 after this. So
oh, you do.
yeah, I don't think this is gonna take an hour or anything like that. So
I used to do some really long interviews, like if I was having like a really good conversation, I would just keep letting it go. But holy shit, editing those, and people don't want to watch that long, you know? And
no, no,
so
no.
no, so editing those was kind of a pain in the ass. But some of them have been like bigger ones that just ended up having a lot to talk about or a lot of questions to say or to ask or whatever. But what's up?
Oh, the singer came in. I didn't know who was gonna if anyone's gonna come here or not, but
Yeah, someone showed up.
so someone showed. Well, Jason's gonna log in from his house. He said.
Oh, word up.
Well, we'll Brady Bunch it.
So yeah.
Hi.
So
Oh,
if we kiss or anything, can you edit that out?
No, don't.
no, that's definitely staying in. We need more love in this world.
Yeah, pretty-
Nice. So yeah. So Jake blew you up. So now you gotta.
Yeah, I think I have one more that I'm going to schedule outside of the ones that I already have scheduled. And then I think I'm going to take a breather because I have so many that I still need to put out. And I still have ones that are coming in outside of, local stuff. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, I did too much too fast. But I do have another, do you remember Nikki Scholl? She used to live in Boise and went to a lot of the shows, was a pretty big regular.
The face maybe name no.
Yeah. Well,
How that
she
goes.
had called a couple days ago and we had talked about her potentially starting to do some interviews. And so she was going to reach out to some people that she knows that are still in bands and just to kind of get her feet wet. And I'm like, okay, well, if people are okay, like, interviewing with her because it'll be for Metal Nation still, then I can still get some people going and not feel like I just feel bad because I'm at this point I'm like I have to take a breather or
Oh
at
well,
least even it out a little bit.
Well, thanks for squeezing us in.
For sure, yeah. Yeah, you guys are already scheduled,
We
so
appreciate the opportunity, and this is cool.
yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
Everyone wants to squeeze the DILFs in.
It's funny because I have been terrible about the punk scene, and I don't know why. Because I've always really enjoyed punk music, but I was just I interviewed Dingus was that last night?
Oh, nice.
The last night or the night before. I can't keep track of my days anymore at this point. I think it was the night before. But I just don't have it in my algorithm, and so I need to pay more attention and make it to some of these shows because I know that I would enjoy them. I know you guys got one this weekend.
Yeah, that's kind of a short notice thing. But yeah, according to the kids, we're thrashcore because we definitely have a metal punk crossover.
have
Uh,
super fun song names and a song album or album title name too.
oh, right. And yeah, our new one's going to come out soon. We're going to do another video for that. And it's actually heavier than the first album.
You're
Um,
having a whole other album coming out.
yeah, it's
Oh,
already
okay.
recorded. We just have to figure out a release date. We want to do a video and then get a release date. And then our friend showed her ass literally for the album cover. Um,
That was nice of her.
hey, she's super stoked. She was like, "I'm gonna be on the cover." But it works.
Oh, well, you guys are cranking out the songs quick then, because didn't this album just come out earlier this year in like May, I want to say?
Yeah, something like that. We're pretty prolific creative wise.
Yeah.
Um,
Someone usually has an idea, then that turns into a few riffs, and then 2 or 3 practices later, it's damn near a complete song. And
Awesome.
these guys are all have been doing music for a long time. This is only the second band I've been in, so I'm just constantly learning and learning and learning. But yeah, it's the whole creative process is like supernatural. It's just everything fits together like Lego pieces. Is interesting and cohesive and pretty awesome.
Yeah. Well, you're the vocalist. Do you do the lyrics as well, or do you guys do
I
that
do, yeah,
collectively?
yeah.
Okay.
I write the lyrics, and it's before my guys would come up with in my previous band, my guys would come up with a full song. Now I'm actually like writing a lot of the lyrics as they're working on riffs and we're structuring the song. And then I'll start writing a bunch of lyrics about whatever content I want to write about, and then start editing stuff in and out as the song gels more and more. And then before long, it's me in the shower singing it nonstop, trying to memorize it as fast as possible, singing it everywhere, singing it at work, and then yeah, it's a new song just like that.
So where do you usually, I mean, your guys' songs are super fun. Gozer, of course, I love because I love Ghostbusters and I like the little like sound bites that you have in there and stuff. But where like do you usually get like kind of your creative inspiration from? Because again, they're super fun.
um, I think there's a variety of influences for sure. Myself, I grew up on metal, and so punk's kind of a newer thing for me in that regard. But it's a funny story. Like Slayer was one of my favorite bands. So some of my
It's
riffs
so
were just,
normally and casually, Slayer fans usually don't say it that calmly.
oh well, for a long time. That was one of the first cassettes that I ever bought when I was like in junior high school, and I think at one point I knew how to play the at least the rhythm parts on every single song on Rain and Blood,
Oh,
but I snapped in half and threw the tape across the room probably 2 or 3 times and had to keep buying it because I get so pissed off trying to learn to play those songs.
yeah, they're
Um,
fun.
but yeah, so they were a big influence for me. But I've also gotten into jazz, funk, blues, like you name it. So pretty wide spectrum. But I definitely bring the metal vibe to our stuff. A funny story: Kerry King was a big, and so was Jeff Hanneman. They were big Dead Kennedys fans.
Um,
But Dead Kennedys fucking hated Slayer. They didn't like him at all.
oh,
So that
interesting.
was a funny dynamic where they
Yeah,
would have Dead Kennedys on their stuff, and Dead Kennedy was like, "Yeah, like Slayer," but
how funny.
Kerry King always espoused that they were punk thrash. Um, so we kind of have a little bit of that as well. Some of our songs aren't. We're definitely not Blink 182
Oh yeah, no.
or any kind of
Pop
pop punk.
punk. Yeah.
So, and then, the Clash. The Clash was a good example of a band that they weren't really traditional punk. They did some
Yep.
things that were like post punk, this, whatever, different flavors, Blondie. So I don't know. We just try to be ourselves. Jason, the bass player who might chime in here at some point, he definitely has a wide. When I first met Jason, our bass player, I thought he was like this super cool hipster guy who wanted to know every single band out there. So I would like make up a band name and be like, "Oh, have you heard of Spice Pumpkin Latte? They're kind of like Smashing Pumpkins, but they've got more cream in them." And he'd be like, "No, I haven't heard of those." So he was not just making shit up; like he actually knows like almost every fucking band that you can think of, and
Trying
can
to call him on out of BS, and he's like, nope.
yeah, no, he actually knows what he's talking about. So
It's a
and
lot. Yeah, it's a lot of different flavors though, because yeah, our drummer is into. I mean, he comes from like a metal background, but he's just musically diverse as well. A lot. I mean, these guys all play like a multitude of. They play whatever instrument. I keep trying to suggest them to trade out a couple shows, or at least for one song, and just to fuck with the audience. You know, like I think
Ah,
it'd be funny if we all just if they switched instruments and did a song, and then to switch back. Like I think it'd blow people's minds. So in
yes.
the middle, that would be funny. But they're all super diverse. There's a lot of diversity. I really love hip hop, but I love punk, and I've always loved the darker UK anarcho stuff. And a lot of my inspiration comes from just I don't know, maybe being that angry kid listening to it then, and still knowing, having that resonance, and maybe be trying to be that angry adult on the stage now. And
all he wanted was a Pepsi.
yeah, that's right. She wouldn't give it to me.
And ST, Suicidal Tendencies, that's another good kind of metal punk
Yeah,
crossover.
for sure. Yep.
Really. And that's
Yeah.
what I like about Josh's vocal style is that it's not your ordinary vocal style. It's kind of Mike Muirish. There's some Jello Biafra in there. There's some Serge Targaryen in there. It's not Targaryen, that's Game of Thrones. I mispronounced
Yeah.
his last
Ian,
name.
Just give it to him.
But
you
anyhow,
met.
move it down. So it's the quirky kind of vocal style, and
Hmm.
he definitely has a hip hop rhythm to some of the styles, and it's not for everybody. Some people love it. Some people who understand the genre and where it's coming from, they really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Um, and so we just like that we have our own sound. We don't sound like anybody else. We sound like the DILFs.
Right. Okay, so a few different things here I want to talk about. So what made you guys who are, like you said, are coming from totally different musical backgrounds, what made you guys decide to do kind of more on the punk side of things? So first let's start there.
Our drummer just showed up. This is Tyler.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm pretty sure I was on time.
You were.
No,
Yeah,
okay.
we started early.
We started a little bit early, and so
Yeah.
she can edit all of this out. So did you bring the Coke and the hookers? Oh
Vegan
wait,
cookie.
I
he's
get
got
to
a
see I get to see
we're,
kissing. I get to see
we're
the
straight
Coke.
edge. We do vegan cookies.
This is a different interview than what I've done before.
Wow, what a bunch of weak ass people. They're not really
I
part of
know.
it.
Rock stars my ass.
Rock stars your ass. So I'm sorry. What was the question?
Yeah, with you guys coming from different musical backgrounds, what made you guys decide to lean more toward the punk aspect, even though, like you said, you do have a mixture of genres in there? You are doing punk shows. It is more of a punk like umbrella.
um, so Josh and I were in a band called Nonfiction. I kind of got in the tail end of that, and that was probably that was only probably the third punk band that I had been in, and liked the vibe and whatnot. And then that wound up falling apart. And then me and Jason, the bass player, we were in another band, kind of a art rock, sushi and the Banshees style, art rock punk band, previously called Mind Shoes, with our friend Aaron, who sang. And we gigged all over in that band here in the Valley back in between like 2012 and 2016 or so. And yeah, after Nonfiction split up, it was just kind of oh, well, let's do another punk project, but let's do it a little bit different. So Josh and I had gotten together on a couple of occasions, like, oh, well, what's the next manifestation of this going to be? And so it just kind of took form from there. We were like, oh, it'll kind of be punk based, but we're not gonna limit ourselves to
Yeah, like
this and that.
pigeonhole yourself.
And there's no one controlling artistic force. Like Josh comes up with the words, I come up with a riff, or Jason comes up with a riff, or Tyler here has input. So it's pretty. We all kind of figure it out together.
Yeah, that's probably what makes it so unique then, since you guys all do have a voice in it, coming from different musical backgrounds. Now I'm trying to remember, Tyler, right?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to remember if you guys said where is your background with music that you enjoy or have played in the past?
I started playing the cello when I was like
Oh,
6.
that's cool.
It's fun, and eventually that turned into bass in high school for the jazz band. Then I was a bass player for most of my musical career, but a couple years ago, somebody asked me if I wanted to try playing drums in a punk band, and uh, normally I would just say no, but like I had quit drinking kind of recently and need things to do, so I said yeah. I tried out, and there was a couple other guys that tried out, but I won because I'm the most handsome.
So you're
True.
a newer drummer. I mean, as we all know, like
Well,
drummers are few and
they
far
existed
between.
for a little while before. Into drumming itself, yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
played a little bit in high school, so I kind of had
Oh,
the,
okay.
but not very much. Just
Yeah.
I had a drum set in my basement that was my dad's, and I played around on that. So
Oh, yeah. Like you said, a few of you guys could totally change instruments and kind of make that a fun little surprise thing at some point.
yeah, the three of us could just rotate.
See, I'm telling you, gotta leave it.
Right. And
Mhm.
Tyler's being humble. He's a badass drummer.
Just a natural then.
He's a natural, but because he plays other instruments, he hears it, right?
Yeah.
So he understands and hears what's going on, and his quasi autistic brain takes off in directions that most of us wouldn't think
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
yeah, it's also quasi bored. If you ever listen to it, you'll notice the drums are busy in a lot of our songs, but I think it sounds cool.
It does. It's great. I mean, and that's probably goes back to those metal influences, right?
Yeah, I mean, we can easily play shows with metal bands and be accepted. It's heavy stuff.
Yeah, it's just choosing
And you guys
the
are
right
planning
set
on
list.
doing?
What was that?
That's something you guys are planning on doing is doing
Oh,
some
we
metal shows
have.
too?
Yeah, Kendall
Oh, have
Shootonio Productions once said, "Hey, can you guys do a metal show?" And I was like, "Yeah, we can do a metal set list." And we played that show, and afterwards he come up, he's like, "Yeah, you guys can fucking do a metal show." Like,
yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah, and we've done a few others where there were metal bands there too. So I
yeah.
don't know if
So
they were metal shows, but
we've got enough material to where we can kind of play kind of more traditional punk, or we can kind of go full on. Okay, we're gonna play songs that are a minute and 30 seconds long, like off that Rain and Blood album,
Yeah.
and just like smack you in the face with it. And then, okay, yeah, we played a 20-minute set. You guys gonna need time to recover from that?
20 minute set with 10 songs in it.
With 10 songs.
Right. No, that's cool. That's cool that you guys are able to do that. I just earlier today interviewed Zero from 0936, and he does rap, rock, harsh vocals, and like electronic stuff in their music. And so same thing, like he's been able to be like doing a whole bunch of different kind of tours and stuff. They're with Atreyu this time. But yeah, it just kind of adjusts the set list a little bit toward whatever genre you're playing with.
It's good to straddle the line between
Mhm.
genres if you can.
Plus,
Yeah,
it's awesome for people that are into one genre or the other to be able to experience a genre that maybe they're not as like don't know as well, you know? So you're like bridging that gap.
and we have like prog rock breakdowns, not really prog rock, but instrumental stuff, because we can
Hmm.
go on a 2-minute instrumental tangent
Love
as
that.
well, which you don't really see in punk rock.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like a hard ass music casserole.
Oh, what?
a music casserole, hard
Oh, casserole. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
originally from Minnesota, so Minnesota they call
We
that
call
a
it
hot
hot dish. Yeah,
It's a hot
I
dish.
know that.
You lost your Minnesota accent then, because I don't hear it.
I was very careful about doing that because
Oh,
people made fun of me when I got here.
I love it. I love the Minnesota accent. My friends in
It's too vague for
Minnesota.
people to make fun of it too
If I'm
much.
standing anywhere near another Minnesotan, it starts coming right back out. But I worked very hard to get rid of that.
Oh, no, you shouldn't. Bring it back, I say.
And I'm
Okay, so
not as
let's
embarrassed of it now, but I've been here for almost 20 years, so
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'll do it.
summer.
So tell
Yeah.
me about the name of the band. It seems like it's pretty obvious, but I could totally be off base.
Well,
It
we
means
all know.
dangerous individuals lighting fire to stages.
Um,
That's exactly what I thought it was.
no, we all know. We all know what a MILF is.
Right, okay, okay.
So we're the DILFs.
That's fun.
Actually, it's just DILFs, and
Hmm.
The name is trademarked, so it's ours.
That's awesome. That's
But
fun.
yeah, we're the dads you'd like to fuck, right? I mean,
With the
He's
name,
he nods so casually. He's just like, yeah.
yeah.
sometimes people are a little surprised at what comes out of our amps and such when we start. When
Oh
they
yeah,
think when they hear the
absolutely.
name DILFS, they might think it's gonna be some dad surf rock band or some shit. But
No,
Really.
Yeah, we've heard that several times. We're like, based on your name, I did not expect that.
Why
Like,
is that? Why does that name automatically make you think of that? That's really bizarre because that's totally what I would have thought of too.
right? Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, just because
Mm,
it's kind of comical, right? And there's definitely some humor in some of our songs, like
for
the
sure.
Goku song that you mentioned, and we've got some others. So there's an
Russian brides.
humor, like eggs
Eggs,
has
yeah.
humor in it.
That
Uh,
reminds me of Mr. Bungle just because of the word.
love Mr. Bungle.
so people assume that it's going to be probably a little more pop, a little more mainstream than it is, and then we're like, oh, well, this is like old school punk with some like thrash metal elements to it. So it just kind of surprises them, which we like. Can't argue with
Yeah,
that.
yeah, absolutely. So you have the show coming up on, I think it was Saturday at the warehouse. Is that, so I looked it up. Is that off of, was it First South in Nampa?
Never heard of it.
Yeah, so it's new. It's a new venue. So we'll be there with Dingus and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah Nah Yeah.
Okay.
And so yeah, it was kind of a short notice thing. Our friend Jorge from Los Malos, he was also in the crawl outs. He reached out to us, and I guess he's friends with the owner or has some association. So he was trying to help put it together.
Oh, they're not playing with us.
no,
No.
they're recording that day.
They were
Oh,
recording
right.
that day.
Yeah,
But anyhow, that's another thing about the punk community here is there is a real punk community. I know there's a metal
Ah,
community too, indie community, all of that. It can be kind of clicky. Your Tree Fork crowd, whatever. But the punk community here is real tight knit. We all kind of know each other. We'll
yeah,
prostitute each other out to each other's bands or things fall apart and wind up forming.
totally.
So um, but seeing familiar faces and whatnot, and knowing that there's that communal support on the music scene is really great.
Sure.
Jake Santiago to Lyric Radio, he does a lot of good stuff. Scott Charles, yeah, I mean, just so many great people, even between metal, punk, this or
Yeah,
that. We've got a really good heavy music scene between the metal and the punk stuff.
I agree.
A lot of good support there,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and not a lot of tolerance for Nazi douchebags or any kind of those people. So
Yeah, well that's the punk way, right?
yeah,
I mean, it should be.
there ain't none
That's
around.
not necessarily is always, but that was
Right,
kind of the whole meaning behind it initially was not putting up with people's bullshit and shitty behavior.
right. Like I think wasn't too long ago, somebody was like, "Well, I don't want to be political," but he wanted to start in a punk band. It's like, what? What the fuck are you even talking about?
uh,
We're not going to say anything, but yeah,
they're
it's
like,
like
play a different genre of music.
you might want to choose something different and
Right,
keep your
for
MAGA
sure.
hat in the closet. Maybe I'm not sure.
Do you have any other shows coming up besides this weekend's? I didn't see you on the December 4th one.
No. So yeah, I mean, holidays, blah blah blah. We're gonna work on some new stuff, get a video pumped out, and choose a date for our album release party.
Okay.
And next year, hit it kind of hard
Oh,
again.
um, music video wise, is it going to be like or do you know, like a theatrical one, or is it going to be more of like you guys playing or lyrical or
Pretty more theatrical. We've got a few videos out there on YouTube. Eggs has a video, which is more concept art. Bleed, kind of in the same vein, some live stuff. We do a cover of Anytown by the Reagan Youth. So the Reagan Youth was a New York-based punk band in the early '80s. Paul Ripple, who was the main founder of that band, specifically gave us permission to record and use that song however we wanted before he died just a couple years ago. So
wow.
that was a huge thing. So that's why it's on our first album. But we have a live at the Hive video of us playing that song that's out there on YouTube. This next video is going to be, I don't know if you've ever seen the Bob Dylan video about Johnny's in the basement mixing up the medicine, where he's got the cards and they're just all written on there. In
Oh,
excess to the
but
original as well.
super funny side note, real quick. I saw Bob Dylan earlier this year, and he cannot play a keyboard to save his life, but he
Yeah.
genuinely tries.
I saw him in the '90s, and he was so fucked up his guitar wasn't even plugged in. You could tell he was just like,
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I was like, it's Bob Dylan, it's Bob Dylan. Just be happy you're seeing Bob Dylan, but he is genuinely awful.
Yeah, my wife and I saw him. I want to say half a year ago. I think it was maybe early summer, and like it was just abysmal.
The
I
man,
right.
the man is a Minnesota treasure, and you're all wrong.
No, I love me a couple Bob Dylan.
Fantastic songwriter. He's
Yeah, he's an epic
Yeah,
songwriter.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't even probably gone to the show if I had to.
well, Willie Nelson was there, and Willie still rocked it.
That's the one. That's the one I went to as well. Yeah, and Willie killed it. Like he's 800,000 years old, and he was great.
Yeah,
I wish I could have seen Willie.
yeah, Willie was great.
No, but there's an iconic Bob Dylan video from the '60s where he's not singing in the video. He's just has cards with all the lyrics written on it, and he's just going through the
Oh,
cards. In the background, Allen Ginsberg, who's a famous '60s beatnik poet, is just like walking around like a homeless person and shit. And so it just has the music and him flipping the cards. So we have a song called "Fuck It." So we're gonna have two people, and one person. All the cards are just gonna say "fuck, fuck, fuck, fuck," and then the other lyrics are gonna be on the other side. So it's gonna kind of be a play on that. We were thinking of doing it in Alley, like in the original New York version. We might just do it in my jam room, or maybe a combination of the two. But kind of a play on that.
fun. That sounds like a fun one. Um, yeah, that sounds like a fun one. I'll look forward to seeing that one. You haven't recorded it yet. That's just your idea of what you're going to do.
Right. It's simple. Well, I've already got the because we need
You have the
39
song.
cards that say "fuck," and then we need 39 other cards with the rest of the lyrics.
Uh-huh.
I've got the fucks done. So all
Is
the
it
fuck.
gonna be one shot? Like, do you really need 39 fucks, or can you like cut away and then bring one of your fucks
No, we
back?
need 39.
Totally. Right.
Skimp on the fucks.
Yeah, we do not
Okay.
recycle fucks around
We
here.
don't recycle fucks. Got 39 fucks to give. 39 fucks it shall be.
I take back my.
That's fair. That's fair. And now everybody knows that's yeah, not. Oh, it looks like we got another one. Let me pop him on.
Jason.
When he gets on, we'll be like, "All right, well, that was awesome. Hope you guys have a good rest of your
No,
day."
right? It's like, yeah, we're about done.
Tell him
Oh,
he's on.
maybe.
It's right. The bass player's always late, right? We were just
All
talking.
right, I know. That's what you said at the beginning. You were so right. And I tried to let him in, but he must have popped off before I. Oh, there we go.
Can he hear us? Motherfucker's muted.
He's trying to figure it out right now.
You're muted,
Sometimes takes some time.
motherfucker.
He's making sure his bong's not on screen.
His Pong. I thought you said his Bond. I was like, what is Bond?
Weed's still illegal here.
Right.
How's your vegan cookie?
We're in Minnesota though, right?
In Minnesota.
Legal there. Not when I was there. It is now.
Yeah.
What's that vegan cookie?
Dude, you want a bite?
Sure.
Are you vegan?
No.
Oh.
Be regular.
Uh,
That vegan cookie is gonna make me want to take a shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's the whole point.
like I'm a big enough Gojira fan. I could maybe do it.
So if he ever does get on here, he can just be like 2 seconds of like, "Hey, I made it." That's
yeah, I don't know. He's definitely.
So are you in the Treasure Valley? Where are you at?
Yeah, I'm in Cuna.
Oh, yeah, cute.
Oh,
Yeah, I live in Meridian, so I have to commute. These guys all live in Boise.
Yeah, I mean, it's not obviously as far as it feels like it used to be, but still when everybody's yeah, more in the same location, then you're like, I have to make the trek.
Yeah, that's why I'm late all the time.
Uh,
So
Oh,
he's
well, you're earlier than Jason.
true, yeah.
And what the hell is he doing?
Hmm.
No, I don't think he knows.
It's concerning. We might need to check on him.
Or just
Yeah. I'm gonna call the police and we're gonna have a wellness check.
Yeah, there you go.
let's squat him.
Make sure he didn't have a stroke.
Swat this motherfucker.
I like how it's just, I don't know if you guys can see the box, but it's just like the letter J.
Well, do you have any other questions for us? We can't wait on him. We gotta go get a practice here pretty soon.
Let me see if I can get back into mode here. Okay, we talked about the show coming Saturday. You're having it, you're in the process of creating another album that's going to come out next year. Um, talked about the name of the band. We're gonna have to blame Jason for throwing me off at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think I have any other questions off the top of my head. Is there anything else that you're wanting or was hoping to promote?
Just the scene in general. I would encourage everybody out there who has not been to some of these local punk shows to get out there and see them and appreciate the
Yeah.
energy that these shows bring. Because we've got a lot of good local music here,
Yes.
and the more and more people are just locked away inside their homes, listening to whatever. Like, get out there and enjoy live music is all I would say, because it's out there. It's not really expensive to go see.
Yep.
You're not paying $500 for a Taylor Swift ticket or whatever. Nothing against Taylor Swift.
A lot of our shows are free.
A lot of the shows are free, and it's a really good time. And it's a really safe space
Yes.
for people of all diversities.
Mhm.
Because the punk scene here is like that. Like, it's
Yeah.
an extremely safe space for people of all diversities, sexual orientation, race, whatever.
Love
You're
it.
very safe there, and you will be protected there.
Even
And
in the
there's
mosh
no
pit.
even in the mosh pit, and there's no douchebaggery of any kind. So
Love
get out there
it.
and enjoy some of that live local music, because it's fun, safe space, and it helps support these bands and the energy and art that we are bringing to the community and want to share. So
Definitely. Yeah, I agree. I'm actually really thankful that it's funny how Jake and I actually ended up connecting. We went to that I keep forgetting what the Halloween event that he put on that was out in Nampa.
yeah, I was
That
sponsors for that, and
Oh
hopefully,
yeah, that's right. I saw you there. Yeah. So Hendrix and I were trying to leave after Suturus played, because he wanted to get back to his girlfriend, which he's a teenager. I get it. And so I was like, yeah, we can leave. And someone had blocked us in. And so we weren't able to leave. And so we I had no idea who Jake was before then. We were trying to figure out how to get the person to move their car because we were like, there was a pole in front of us with a whole bunch of rocks. There was no way for us to get out. We tried.
Mhm.
But
the red car that they kept getting on the microphone saying, "Okay, if you own a red Camry or whatever,
yep.
fuck out of the way."
Well, everyone was heard but the person who owned that vehicle. Again, we still ended up having gosh, I'm trying to remember who it was. Another musician, I can't remember who it was now, but Frankenstein was what he was dressed as. Ended up having to figure out how to get us out of there because we couldn't figure it out. I was way too scared I was gonna hit someone's vehicle. But we ended up being there like an hour or two. Hi, an hour or
Hey,
two.
sorry, my phone was
Couldn't get
being a
my
fucker,
computer to
man.
work, so I installed it on my
No,
phone.
I had to update Zoom and it wouldn't update. And my phone was being a cunt. And yeah, it was just a fucking trauma, dude. I was about to smash it. So
Well, the
here I
interview's
am.
over now.
Yeah.
I know.
Your timing's impeccable, you
It's me
bastard.
too. It's all right.
Oh,
That's what's
yeah.
fun about these. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to look or be any kind of way. But yeah, that's how I ended up meeting him. And so we had figured out who each other were, and he was like, "Hey, will you promote the punk scene?" And I was absolutely. So I'm really excited to be more involved now because then I can go and experience it and see the shows and be able to have more involvement because I've been part of the metal community for 20 years. So
Bring as
it'll
many
be good.
people as possible so they can see that we have that kind of energy
Yes,
at punk shows
for
too.
sure. I agree. I
Yeah,
agree. So yeah, I'll definitely do my best to get you guys out there too. What's up?
do everything in our power on that stage to blow your head off your shoulders too.
Yeah.
That's what we're going for, is
We've
exactly
never
for that.
disappointed, man.
yeah, like we keep that our outputs heavy,
Yeah.
yeah.
We've never disappointed a metal crowd.
But like we want to entertain too, and live music's a great vessel for it.
I agree. And if I leave there with my head still on my shoulders, I'm coming to you.
Oh, we have
Awesome. Well, yeah, sorry, Jason. I know you're kind of at the tail end of this, but I know you guys have places to go and music to put together. But thank you guys for taking this time with me. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm going to try to make it out this weekend because I'm since I'm
Yeah.
in Cuna, I'm close to Nampa. It's a lot easier for me to get there than in Boise. So
hell yeah. Well, hopefully we'll see you this
Yeah,
Saturday.
come out.
for sure. Yep, yep. I'm planning to have a wonderful practice, and we'll see you guys later.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right.
Nice to meet you,
Bye.
Jason.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
See ya.